All right. So we're here. Day 2 appointment shows, Sebring 2019 Spring Conference. Steve Trattner, co-founder, High Heat Golf. How you doing, buddy?
Very good. It's great to be with you guys today.
It's always fun having you here. And it's fun to have you in the chair because I normally have Dean.
Yes, well.
Is he just tired of talking to me?
No, he's not tired of talking to you at all. It's just that, I'm a pinch hitter today.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
I'm going to try to hit a grand slam at the bottom of the ninth.
All right. Well, it's almost the bottom of the ninth. So you're up. So fill me in. What's the latest and greatest?
Well, as you know, from prior years, our clubs were designed first and foremost for amateurs, not the pros, because golf clubs designed for pros are maximize performance of 113 plus miles per hour and who hit it on the center of the face all the time. Amateurs don't have that swing speed, and they don't hit the consistency in the center of the face. So when we first came out 5 years ago, our center of gravity is 25% deeper, 18% lower than major brand center of gravity, and that's why our clubs were straighter and longer for amateurs. Then we went into, as you recall, we opened up, we entered into fairways and hybrids. Of course, we did titanium face because that's what amateurs need. Major brands have steel faces because that's sufficient for pros, but amateurs lose out on that when they hit the toe and the heel. And then 3 years ago, the USG did something which was the greatest opportunity for major brands, all club manufacturers, to help amateur golfers. And that is they permitted the toe and the heel to be hotter than the center of the face. And when we heard about that, we did not stop until we created technology to take advantage of that new rule change, because that new rule change changed the whole landscape for potential for amateur golfers. Because instead of falling short of the green 50% of the time on their approach shots, for example, when they hit outside the toe and the heel, on the toe and the heel, they can now be on the green consistently with our clubs if you have that technology. And we're very proud of the fact that after 3 years and 3 years counting, we're the only brand who found out a way to take advantage of that new rule change. And as a result, amateurs are getting more greens and regulations for lower scores, having more fun, and it's been fantastic for us.
Well, and that's what it's all about, right? You want to hit better shots, more good shots, makes the game more fun, score better, just have a good time. Nobody likes to hit bad shots. So and you're right, the amateurs never hit the center of the face.
Well, they don't hit it on a regular basis. And that's why if you talk to any amateur, you'll say, what is your average driving distance? What do they say? Oh, I can go 210, 220. But when I really hit on the screws, I go 250. Or my average is 180, 170. But when I hit it really well, I can go 200, 210. And if that difference of 20 to 30 yards, I always get, well, why do you think you hit it on the screws? And they don't really know why. And why is the difference? Because they're hitting the 180 is on the toe and the heel, and the center of the screws is in the center of the face. And they blame themselves. They'll say, it's the Indian, not the arrow. It's my swing that's doing it. Or I'm short on my approach shot because why? It's my swing. Never it's the club. However, then we educate them and say, no, oftentimes it is the club. Because with that same swing, without a change to your swing, you're going to be on more and more greens and regulations with our new technology, our 257 plus. And it's because we have this new technology, you get the same distance across the face. And they go, really? So yes. And we're so sure of it, we give them a 30-day guarantee. If you're not happy with it, it isn't what we say it is, you get your money back. And if it wasn't one of what, we'd be out of business. But the fact of the matter is, we only have about 1 or 2% of our customers. It didn't perform as expected, and that's largely my fault because I'm the one who specifies the shafts, and it is difficult getting internet information over the internet. But all of our clubs are custom made with Fujikura shafts, premium shafts, and I'm right about 98% of the time, and that's why we only have about a 1-2% return.
That's amazing. Like you said, everything's custom that you make, right? So if I want to get it, like I've got some of your clubs, so I sent you my specs.
That's correct.
I sent all that, and then you put together the club that fits my specs and then send it to me.
That's correct.
And I like them. You got it right. I'm part of the 98% you got right.
I'm glad. I guess I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
So remind everybody the website, where they can go, how they can get more information, how they can order clubs.
Okay. If they go to highheatgolf.com, they can get to us, or if they go Knuth Golf, Knuth golf.com. And as you probably know, Dean was the inventor of the USGA slope system, and he's known as a Pope of Slope and USGA course rating. His whole life has been dedicated to amateur golf. I was a lawyer for USGA for over 20 years, became good friends. I know how important amateur golf can be to people, to their joy of their life. I mean, grandchildren always come first. But for many, golf is their second or third important feature of their happiness. And that's why I gave up my law practice to do this, because I have a love for amateur golf, and I know how important it is to them, and that's why we're doing what we're doing.
Well, you got it, folks. If you got the Pope of the Slope, and you got a guy that's willing to give up a successful law practice to do it, you got to go with Knuth Golf, and you got to go with High Heat. Steve, it's always a pleasure, buddy.
Brian, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much.